Jenny Lewis joins us, and I'm so excited to talk to you. You may know Jenny Lewis from her solo career, from the duo that is Jenny and Johnny, perhaps Rilo Kiley, maybe even the flirtation with the Omaha scene.
I like to flirt with Midwesterners.
Why wouldn't you?
Aren't they the nicest?
Yes, they really are. I mean, you've been all over the world. Are Midwesterners the nicest people you've ever met?
They are the nicest. However, the cutest come from a place called Australia.
Oh, nice. Have you been there recently?
I was there a couple years ago, and let me just tell you, the dudes. Woo!
Yeah, and you're all manned up now, but back then,
Yeah.
were you single and ready to mingle?
Well, you know, you can look. You don't have to touch.
Exactly. Unless you're in a bakery.
Right.
And if you go hungry, it's Carb Central. No judgments from me at all whatsoever. So you have this brand new video, which is amazing.
Thanks.
It's Kristen Stewart. I want to get this right. Just one of the guys. Kristen Stewart, Anne Hathaway, and Brie Larson.
My bros.
And do you know these people, or did you have to pay them money and bribe their agents?
They did it for free.
Amazing.
And they let me dress them in tracksuits.
As you're wearing right now.
In my own image, I dressed, you know, an Oscar-winning actress.
Yeah.
And
not only a tracksuit, but a mustache.
But a mustache. I can't believe they went for it. And they were so open and uninhibited and funny that we laughed the entire day. I was like crying with laughter.
Yeah, and they kind of like they lip sync the song as skeevy guys.
They do. And it's funny what happens when you put on a tracksuit, how your body language changes. And we had these sort of fake prosthetic
wieners.
Yeah. And that really kind of changed how we related
to
one another, and it was funny to see the transformation take place.
I didn't realize that. I have to go back and rewatch the video. And again, you can watch it as soon as you're done with this interview. Just one of the guys. We're posting it right now, iHeartRadio.com/Lollapalooza.
Check it out.
So you can enjoy it.
It's a good rewatcher, too, because you can catch little things. Like Annie is a really bad breakdancer.
Yeah, okay.
But she is so funny, and she's trying so hard to breakdance. And so it's really funny to see her struggle.
Can Kristen Stewart really play guitar?
Yeah, the girls, they learned all the parts.
That was my biggest question. Like, is she a natural guitarist, or did she, because she was really playing? It wasn't like Robert Palmer, because at first I thought it was a stroke of genius, but instead of wearing black, they're wearing white. And I was like, these are your famous Robert Palmer girls.
Yes.
Well done, Jenny Lewis.
You get the reference. But they learned all the parts. And Kristen played Joan Jett in the Runaways movie. So I knew she could pull it off. And Annie's one of my great friends, and I gave her the keytar because she's a piano player.
Yeah.
And Brie killed it on the bass. Let me be honest, it's not a hard song to play.
Yeah.
It's got like 3 chords. Everyone can play it. You can play it if you want to.
Well, there you go, and you can learn. We've got the tablature up now
Tabs.
Really. Yeah, tabs with Jenny Lewis. Have you ever thought about teaming up and having Jenny Lewis in the news with all of Huey Lewis's old bandmates?
Well, I don't know if you know this little trivia bit, factlet, if you will.
Hold on, I need to take a breath because I think this is going to blow my mind. Hold on.
Take a breath.
Okay.
Huey Lewis's band was Elvis Costello's first band.
No, I didn't know that.
That was his backing band, and I think they may have even played on his first record. So this is like 6 degrees of Elvis Costello or Huey Lewis, if you will. So it does kind of make more sense. Jenny Lewis in the news.
It really does. So how can we make that happen? Yeah.
Sports.
Too black for me. That's actually a line from American Psycho.
It made me pause for a second.
Yes, no, it's a line from American Psycho.
Oh, that's my favorite scene, and that's one of my favorite movies and books of all time.
Yes.
But that scene is unbelievable.
Yeah. When he's got the girl back at his house, and it's
so good.
Fantastic. So you have been, obviously you've got this incredible solo melange. The Voyager is out, just came out.
It just came out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like a little baby in the universe.
And how is it being received? Is it being swaddled?
I think people are spanking its little bottom.
Your voice is so angelic and beautiful and transcendent. And it was so happy for me to go back and listen and watch videos from every era of your existence, because it changes slightly depending on what you're writing and who you're playing with, but the essence of your vocal quality is so pure and beautiful.
Well, I thank you for that. And, you know, I've learned how to sing with each record and on the road. And truly, my goal is to just be myself in my music and write a song that sounds like I'm talking. So I've tried to kind of find that voice where it's not a character, it's really me in there somewhere. And it's taken me about 15 years to find it. But it's so funny to hear that early stuff because it sounds like a little baby.
It probably does.
Baby song.
I mean, it's like seeing former pictures of yourself before you went on Weight Watchers, and you're like, oh.
You're like, ooh.
I was rotund, yet lovable.
Lay off the fruit roll-ups.
Yes. Did you see the first Lollapalooza in 91?
I didn't. I went, I believe in 93 or 94, the one that the Beastie Boys and A Tribe Called Quest headlined, and I actually made my way to the front of the crowd, and I'll admit I was a little stoned, and I had a full-on panic attack.
Oh, no.
And I was one of those people that they had to carry
on
the top of the crowd during Tribe Called Quest.
By the way, one of the worst experiences you can have.
Oh my God. It was so claustrophobic, and I'm the biggest Tribe Called Quest fan, so it was very disappointing for me, but I had to get out of there.
Yeah, you're like, Q-Tip, I love you, but
I was just too baked.
I feel like I'm being smothered by my own trachea. All right, well, 7:45 tonight at the Grove Stage, Jenny Lewis. You are lovely and creative beyond words, and I'm so glad you came to the iHeartRadio tent of omnipotence.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Thank you. And as always, thank you. Goodbye.